So now a look at Brussels, Belgium, where President Biden is set to land minutes from now. One of the big topics on this trip, dependence on Russian oil. An American CEO's press for the president for a wartime Marshall Plan to aggressively ramp up U.S. production. With that, let's bring in Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming, a ranking member, I should say, of the Energy and National Resources Committee. Senator, always good to see you. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Martha.
So I want to start by playing this. This is from the Energy Secretary, Jennifer Granholm, and I want everybody to listen to exactly what she's saying and see where they think this policy is headed. Watch.
What does this say to us about our role in creating a secure energy future that is free from being under the thumb of Putin or any countries that are adverse to our interests? We've delivered a clear message to our domestic oil and gas companies. We want that industry to ramp up production where and whenever they can.
Ramp up production where and whenever they can. I would just remind everybody of the time that Jennifer Granholm was asked what she would do to lower oil prices, gas prices, and she laughed out loud and said, oh, that I had the ability to do that. Are we seeing a return in the Biden administration to Trump-style energy independence efforts here?
We need to be energy dominant again, and Joe Biden and this administration have taken us to be energy dependent. So as Joe Biden lands at NATO headquarters there, he needs to do a couple of things because he is playing catch up and he has a lot of catching up to do. And we're seeing that now. There are three specific things he needs to do. One is talk about the fact that Ukraine can win. We need to give them the weapons to do it. He needs to stop talking about the things we will not do, but what we will do to help. Number two, he needs to increase the sanctions even more, specifically with regard to Russian energy and some of the carve-outs, because they're still bringing in $5 to $7 billion a day. And then third, the specifics of energy. Look, our European friends and allies realize it was a terrible mistake to rely on their enemies for their energy. And they know energy security is so much more important than climate zealotry. We need to take command now in terms of American energy, supply it to them, move LNG to our allies who need it in Europe. I have legislation to do it, the Escape Act, to allow Europe to escape Russia and use American energy. American energy is the master resource. It should be used as a geopolitical weapon to help our friends, not make them more dependent on our enemies.
Well, it's very interesting. We're looking at Vladimir Putin say that he's going to start translating his sales to some countries into rubles and that he wants to sell gas to unfriendly countries in rubles. Senator Barrasso, thank you very much. We know Jamie Dimon was at the White House the other day, too, asking for a Marshall Plan towards energy independence in Europe and here at home. Thank you, Senator. Great to have you with us today.